Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Division. I am Death from Above. Today, we've got a very special video for you. I'm excited. It's the first time I get to use the gun range in a video, but we're going to be talking about the Vector 45 ACP Submachine Gun. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, I have stripped mine of all the mods, so we can take a look at how it shoots in the gun range by itself. We'll go out into the game, shoot some stuff in PvE and in the dark zone with it in a little while, talk about performance. But right now we're going to get in the gun range, talk about the gun, give a little history, give a little background of it, and shoot it. See how it works. So, Vector ACP 45 Submachine Gun. It is it's a gun from the Chris Vector series of submachine guns. It was based on a parent submachine gun developed by Chris USA. They use an unconventional blowback system, delayed blowback system combined with inline design to reduce perceived recoil and muzzle climb. So that's why the gun looks so funny. It's designed to have the blowback go down instead of backwards and up. So it gives you a much easier recoil pattern, and it's definitely noticeable in game. It has very little recoil as far as an up direction. In detail, the Vector's action is an articulated mechanism which allows the bolt and inertia block to move downward into a recess behind the magazine well. And the theory is that at the end of this, travel energy is transmitted downward rather than rearward, reducing felt recoil. A couple notes. The original Vector was actually designed to take Glock 21 pistol mags, which is pretty cool. The in-game version obviously takes 45 round or 45 caliber mags because it's the ACP 45, which is the ammo type. So pretty cool gun. It's one of my favorite SMGs, and I know there's a high-end version that's getting pretty strong use right now, and I'm gonna get one eventually. But I'm not level 30 yet. I haven't been able to grind the dark zone and get that gun. But I will eventually. I promise. So, a couple of things I'm noticing on the Vector as we just shoot it here in the gun range. There's definitely damage fall off. Like, see, I'm hitting 29s right there to the head. But if we aim down here, I'm going to hit 23s and 31s rather than 21s or 29s and, what is it, 33s. Yeah. So, there's definitely damage fall off on this gun. It is a submachine gun, so you're not going to have good range out of it. I use it for quickly advancing enemies, taking those guys out. But we can go ahead and take another look at it, talk about it a little bit more. It's a really cool gun. I like it. I want to visualize it. How do I visualize it? Inspect. There we go. So I really like the Vector. It's really cool. I like how easy it is to control in combat. Now the mag size is pretty dang small. It's got a 20 round mag coming out the gate, so you definitely need to get an extended mag on it pretty quick. Optics and muzzle things. What is it called? Muzzle somethings. Optics and muzzle attachments and underbarrel attachments definitely help the stability. You can once you get it with some good attachments, it's pretty solid, pretty laser-like, and I'm really enjoying it. So right now it's my go-to primary. I use my M1A as my secondary, but let's go ahead and talk about PvE and dark zone performance. We'll get into some gameplay clips, and we'll take a look at that. So PvE out in the wild, I really like it. The mag size is still a little too small. I haven't quite gotten an extended mag that's big enough for me yet, but I'm still level 21. So as I grow, it will grow as well. But this is one of the guns when I go to a safe house, I'll look in the weapon vendor just to see if they have one of my current level, and get kind of excited about it. I know, like I said, the high-end version is out there and a lot of people are using it, so I know that's a solid choice. But I really enjoy it in PvE. I use it in conjunction with a longer range weapon. That way I use the long range weapon to engage enemies far out, and when enemies start advancing, like a baseball bat guy or a shotgun guy, I'll pull the submachine gun out and blast them down. Just empty a whole clip, start at their legs and go up until I end at their head and take them out. I can usually take out 2 enemies with 1 clip, but I don't know if that will continue. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Right now I'm really enjoying it. I have a mag that takes it up to 28 and a couple attachments. Makes it really, really fun. I like it. PvE, it performs really well. If I can take out more than 2 enemies at once, or take out 2 enemies at once with it, it's definitely a solid gun. In the dark zone, it does well. It does well as long as you're fighting the right level enemies. Like I said, it's got, the way I play in the dark zone is pretty off. Like, not off as in crazy, but just off as in I play back. I play way back. So a gun like this is kind of a backup gun. I use it sometimes, but not all the time in the dark zone. I'll use it after I've run out of my clip for my main weapon, or I'll use it on an advancing enemy, but I don't run around holding it out. There have been times in the dark zone where a player, rogue agent, was trying to take me out, and fortunately I had a tech build with the turret, so I put the turret down and pulled this machine gun out, and he was advancing around a corner. He didn't know I was sitting there with my turret, and I literally melted him. Turret and submachine gun just melted him. I walked up to him, stood over him, and just shook my head. I was like, why did you do that? That was the dumbest thing you could have done. So I don't know what he was thinking, but this gun with the turret, ooh, it melts somebody. Just absolutely melts them. So I really enjoy it. It's good in the dark zone. I'm sure the high-end version is better than the version I have in the dark zone, but they all perform pretty similarly. That's the good thing about these guns. You don't have to get the high-end version to get the true performance of the gun. As long as you're on level with the enemies you're fighting, you're going to get a pretty good representation of the weapon. So I was able to go ahead and do this video because this is one of the guns I've been using since the beta, and I really like it. So dark zone performance is solid. As long as you're using it in the right circumstance. I know at the dark zone you play a little bit different in the dark zone, so you definitely want to use it to its best potential in that situation. But as far as overall performance, I like it. It's one of my favorite guns. It's got the right combination of stats and talents, not talents, but the right combination of gameplay and performance that I like in the situation and in the way that I use it. So I really enjoy it. I'd probably give it a overall, until I get a high-end version, probably give it a B+, but it's all arbitrary. But what do you guys think? Are you using the Vector? What other submachine guns do you use? I'm interested. Does anybody use the black market T8, 821 or something? Or oh, the AUG, man, the AUG. Yeah, it's classified as a submachine gun, but I never really thought it was one, but I guess it is. So I love the AUG. But anyway, what do you guys think about the Vector, and what other guns do you want me to take a look at? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Death from Above. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps the video get spread around. And subscribe if you want to see more. But I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye.